now come inside the factory to take some of the manufacturing process. We're starting off in C-tape, where all the long steel tapes are painted and printed, and this is the pre-loading operation going on. The tape after preparation then goes for bonderizing to give it a heat for the paint, and this is the bonderizing plant. Worked by the same operator you've just seen, he doesn't have to move around quickly. We're now in the paint shop where the bonderized tape is put through a bath of paint and then goes vertically through dryers. Into what we call the drying room above. Making up small reels of tape from the large reels. This is the inspection bench against which all the printed tapes are checked with a master standard on it. How long is it, Fred? This is a 100-foot bench. The nylon pad up to being sprayed on.
These are the finished spray line tapes. They're approximately 3 counter size nylon covers. They can stay hard wearing.
This is a picture of C-tape inspection whereby all long tapes are 100% checked. We used to team with people, this department. We've now moved into tape assembly with a multitude of fly presses. And here's the happy lady who's doing some of the end fittings. Give us a smile, love. And this is tape assembly proper. All the tapes are wound onto the various carriers into the various cases and packaged. And this is the tape store prior to assembly. We've now moved to the pocket set department, doing about 60,000 pieces a month. It's the spring manufacturing area. Guess who that is? And this is the tape concaving area. Nearly working as usual. And there's the concaving machine, what you can tell of it. And here's the tape tipping area. We're now in the tape assembly area with all the winding points, whereby the spring and the tape are wound into the cases. And then finally inspected on the inspection bench before packaging. Final inspection. Everyone a good one. Have you ever looked at the machine before, Iris? Just pretend you know what it's doing. This is the label making machine. Okay, right. Can't see it. I can't see it. That's it. This is drilling the hole for the bubble in the carpet square. This is putting the bubble in. Now I've pushed it, we've replaced all the old plaster and nipples. And a smile. See how we've checked the squareness against the national square. And against the light box at the back. Let me have a look at that, Harry. Can you move out the way? Light gap between the master square and the carpet square. This is nothing in particular, they just wanted a picture taken, didn't you see? This is the steel stores. And that's cutting up bar auto material. I couldn't miss this picture of this lady on my travels around the factory. Come on, move then. That's it, give us a little trundle.
That's great.
We've now come inside the factory for a while, inside the offices rather. And this is the big room in the corner of the main house. Currently my office. This is the first floor landing, originally bedrooms and now converted into oak panelled offices for managers.
Go rather nicely, don't they?
I think they do in this oak panelled office, John, yes, absolutely right. This is the MD's office, of course, with the retiring MD sitting at his desk, where the seat of power.
Retiring, very, not that retiring, I trust.
We're now into the accounts office, totally female dominated, but not many of them left, and those that are left aren't all in today. And this is the reception area, with Sheila at the switchboard. The main staircase to the offices, the old reception, as it were, not used very often now. This is where you get all the cabaret turns in the production control and buying office. Don't need to explain who all the participants are. It's a fair swap. I've come in here to take a film of Ron and you, but I mean, given the preference, we take one of you. We'll just take one of where Ron should be sitting. Ron Hill's the Chief Inspector. What does he call himself? Quality Control Manager. And we've now come into the packing department, where the products are all put in their package. Go on, Anne, walk up there. Follow instructions, Anne. Now in the dining room, above the office block. Used to be the staff dining room, and now everybody uses it. No special treatment for anybody. As the serving counter.
Pork, please. Potatoes and veg.
This is the security man having his lunch before everybody else, before the rush. Quite right too.
One away from me post.
Obviously a banana fanatic.
Anyway.
Thank you very much.
And this is how big the canteen really is. You just don't use this part at all. And this is the roof that burnt off in the mid-1970s, I believe. Some special construction, Jim Nicholson tells me. This is the upper floor in the old house. Was two-bedroom, then got converted into a director's dining room, now disused. Caught in the act, Dorothy Lionel.
Yeah.
She didn't want to be on it, but she is now. We're now to the drawing office area, and this is the CAD machine, churning away. I'm not sure what it's doing, but we'll zoom in and have a look. Looks a bit like a foreigner to me. Ah, for the dance tomorrow night. I know what they are. And this is the boardroom. I wonder what momentous decisions this room has seen over the past 100 and odd years. There's the famous time clock. I wonder where that will finish up. General view of the drawing office. Not many left in it now.
This is better drawing.
Give us a smile then.
It's not on sound as well, is it?
Yes, it is done.
Oh, brilliant.
Look this way a bit. I can't see you.
Oh,
Like
this looks a bit silly. Go on. This is another one of these things you see, John, that isn't going to be taken by a Stanley.
They're not going to see this, I hope.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to put this into the museum.
What is the computer then, Stuart?
ICL ME29.
An ME29. Sounds like something in the Second World War. I thought Spitfires shot those down in the Second World War.
Probably did.
I got you, Jenny. This is another member of the computer staff, trying to evade the camera. You what?
He's got a camera recorder.
Oh yeah, he's just been telling me, going round, yeah. We're obviously now in the surgery, and this is Edna. Bit tight for space to get a good shot in here, but we might be all right. Now, we're now under the main archway, where people clock in. Going forward, walking forward, not zooming, into the time house. Where we once again seen our trusty security man eating his lunch. I haven't seen it bright earlier. Is that good, Brian?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Hang on. Whilst we're in the area, right, you see some goods arriving and being wedged into the stores on the forklift truck. You can see the main arch behind. What concentration, look at that. And this is the goods receiving, with lots and lots of steel tape in evidence. Ready for the big stop bill program that Nick Vickers is supposed to be doing. And here's all the people with the misspent youth. Still misspending their adulthood at lunchtimes. A lot of comments I could make about this scene at the moment, but I'll resist them all. I'll let the game speak for itself. It's going to be a slow game, this. It's obviously not White versus Higgins. Oh, beautifully done. That's my partner as well. Oh yes, that was good as well, John. Well done, yeah, still beautifully done. We're now in B tape, black etch tape, where they lay on with a transfer. And this is the operation of peeling it off after it's been laid on. Peeling the paper off leaves the black waxy impression that will resist the acid when we etch. Hang on, Bill, let's zoom up on it. This is cleaning off stuff in B tape, most of which is now moved to Stanley, the last remaining operators. We're now in what remains of A-tape, which is the Victorian method of making black etch tape, is individually laid on strips of paper with the transfer on. And these are the last remaining experts in the country.
Yes. You're doing it.
Soon to move to Stanley Works. Start when you want to. Happy birthday, come on. 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Linda. Happy birthday to you.
How old are you, Linda?
She's 39 today.
And it's only 1990. And this is what remains of the actual etching shop. Wooden troughs are moving and the scrubbing machines are moving. And the production manager having a chat with one of the fitters. Harry? That's the that'll do us. Long-time servant retiring this year and he's a happy man. The wooden troughs. We've now moved into what remains of the gauges block that produce all the fantastic height gauges and calipers and squares and various special gauges over many, many years. Very few people left in here now, and all of this is going to close. And there's some number 9 squares waiting for inspection, I suppose. Typical product is this 368 24-inch. Being checked here by the foreman, Mr. Phillips. And here's two of the operations department checking a number 9 square for accuracy. And this is how we adhesive the two parts of a number 9 square together. Clean the fixture first. Some spraying of the stock going on. Adhesive going into the slot on the square. Using the blade, and then it's hopefully quickly going to get clamped in the fixture. Wiping off the surplus, in it goes, clamp, clamp. Stays in there for how long?
Half an hour.
Half an hour and it comes out.
Yep.
Thank you. Tomorrow night at the dance, then you said?
Yeah.
Well, checking straightness from that edge.
With this auto collimator?
Auto collimator.
Yeah.
It's moving that roughly, well, 3 inches at a time, down 72 inches, and that will give you straightness of edge.
Right. This, I hasten to add, is in the calibration and standards room,
Yeah,
of which they're building a new one at Stanley Works.
that's right.
And what else have you got in here, Brian?
Well, presently we're checking height gauges, beam scales.
Right, this is on your very precise measure here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's showing microscopes.
Right.
And standard length bars, what we'll use already today. Set
Right.
it to standard length bar, then transfer the vernier scale onto that.
Right. And what else have you got on the other side of the room?
On the other side of the room we've got 24-inch vernier at the height gauge, checking accuracy at length
Right.
to 18 inch on that one. So where we go 6 inch, 0, 6 inch, 12 inch, 18, 24.
Right. All good stuff done in here, very accurate.
All accurate.
And approved by...
British standard calibration.
Thank you, Brian. Tell me what you're doing then, Jean.
I'm
What do you-
inspecting the hook ends for checking for the see that both plates are down.
Right.
and that they close up, they're not too tight or too slack.
These are the hook ends that go on the end of all the steel, well, a lot of the steel tapes.
Tapes, that's right, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've now moved to the top floor of the gauge block where hole saws used to be made. Now closing down and some of it transferring to Birmingham. And there we have one of the teeth hardening processes. And a continuous blade material. Where's your wages packet anyway? Where's your wages packet, John?
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
You spend it at lunch? You've got any money left over for me, Marie?
I've got a penny here. And put all on the doing is
All this high finance going on in hole saws. This is how the blades get cut into the length required to make a hole saw. One of our very happy operators, a young man about town. And this is how they're bent into the shape required. All done by hand, real cottage industry. Right, do me another one, Betty, as well. She gets it dead on every time, don't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that.
I've been watching John then.
We've now moved out to the machine shop where there's a lot of machining done, obviously. The most significant machines in here being these big grinders. Big precision machines. And how about this? What a perfect specimen of womanhood and manhood. I admire your taste, Oz.
Nice weather we're on.
Just another general shop and machine shop. Some rather reluctant film stars in here. Cleaning off area, steel rolls. Milling going on. Inspection department. Typical machine shop. Here we are grinding about 380 3-inch stock for number 9 square. And how long does it take you to load them, Derek?
About 2.5 to 3 hours.
And how long to machine them?
About 20 minutes.
That's each side, is it?
No, just one side.
One side, yeah. We've now moved into the smithing shop. We can see an operation going to straighten some straight edges. Very old school these, impossible to replace with machinery. Tapping things right to 10th of a thousandth of an inch. A lot of old Victorian equipment in here. How do you check it for straightness then, Horace? By looking down it. I asked for that. Looking for the light underneath it.
Yes.
How much light can you see? How small a gap can you see?
The distance what we could see, I would say a minimum of about 1,000.
About 1,000. Right.
Yeah.
This is the tool room. There's some quite big machinery in it. Now I reckon it's the old office block to the factory. Discussion going on here about a very important piece of equipment that we're working on. You can move, Alan. Pretend you're turning it, Alan. You can even look this way a bit. Now in the welding shop, Mr. Roxley about to perform. Watched by Ray the electrician. Thanks, let's have a look at you, Tony. Let's have a look at you. Now move to the tool room. 3 people either on holiday or working at Stanley today. Oh, there's one. Difficult to catch them nowadays, this lot. Just tend to visit these shores every now and again. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. The last of a dying breed. Grinding operation going on. What is it you're making, John?
It's just a DM tool for pocket roll.
Oh, right. What are you going to do? Just grind the tip?
Yeah.
Right. So be there, folks. Not much longer. Remember, it's not bonus work in here. It is tool room. There we go. Here we go. Sheer dexterity, look at that. Poetry in motion. I don't need to tell you where this is. Go on in, Ray, that's it. I'll follow you in. That's Mr. Lax in the corner. Good morning, Arthur. Yes, he is responding. There we are. What a shot. We've now moved into the carpenter's shop, or the joiner's shop as they call it here. The office in the corner with its rather nice enamelled nameplate. Not focusing too well, there we are, that's better. Zooming back again. See what's actually happening down here. Doing a chopping some wood up for Harry. Not quite sure what Harry's doing in here, but never mind. You're getting very camera conscious, aren't you, Harry? What? Getting very camera conscious lately.
Oh yeah, no.
Good, good. Won't need to make many more of these, Bernie, will you? Right, we've now come into the press shop. I'm going to show where, this is where mainly steel rule work is. Shop to size. Let's have a bit of movement, lads. Come on, Robert. That's it. That's better. Just to prove something's going on in here. Backward blasting candidate. Stephen! A lot of specialised equipment used in there. This is a strip line for steel rules that we're now looking at. There's the slowly poor woman who runs this department. Chromium plating damage. We've now come into what we call the raw photographic department, and this is the degreasing tank. An absolute essential before we start doing the delicate work required. A lot of special preparation work going on at the end there. This coating area, which is rather dimly lit, so we'll give it a spin, but how much will come out I don't know. You now see the rolls that are being coated with the resist being taken off the machine that does it and laid very carefully into the carrying trays. A bit like a coal cellar on a dark night, isn't it? We're now in the camera room where the rules are exposed to light. Through transparency with all the graduation marks marked on. You see a load just coming up. They're being finished. Another one down the bottom. But again, rather strange light, yellow lighting condition in here, so no guarantee this is going to come out at all. Kath, walk up this way a bit. Just to get something we can take a picture of. The rolls then go into this developing area on the conveyor. I'm very reluctant film stars in here. Then come through on the other end of the conveyor for developing. They come into this area for rectification of any minor faults. You need a very sharp eye and a very careful touch of the brush to make sure this little operation works out alright. And this is the etching department for steel rolls. This is the main unit. Ground to length and assembled into folding rolls and generally finished off prior to inspection. Hand press work and special tooling used in here. Here's our lady enders. They all seem to be called ordinary. Except the barrel. A certain amount of straightening has to take place. Combination of using this machine but with a certain amount of feel required to get it to work right, to make sure they're flat. Each time he does, when he puts on the top, to make sure it's flat. He doesn't pass it until he's absolutely sure it is. There we go. One other operation going in here to make sure that things come right. Another ordinary. What are you doing, love? Can't hear a thing you're saying, but never mind. done that a few times, Brian. Speak to me, Brian.
But I only do one on Monday and Wednesday. I forgot the neighbour.
And the final process in steel rules is the final inspection department, whereby every steel rule is inspected 100%, and that's how you achieve the Chesterman quality. These rules are being wiped clean and viewed for any sort of fault whatever in the etching. Need a trained eye to do it quickly. And here's the length check going on. What length are you checking to? What accuracy?
3,000.
3,000th of an inch. Which is what makes them the best steel rules, certainly in the UK. Yeah, that's rapid for you, isn't it? This is a pose shot. Normally they're all working so fast in here, they're an absolute blur. I've had to screw them to the floor so I can see them. Give us a smile then, girls. Come on, one closing shot. Come on. That's it. What do you say?
If I'd have known, I would have been in industry.
Of course you would.
I would know.
This is where all the steel rules finish up, the final packing area.
This is where all the money is.
This is where all the money is. We don't. She doesn't mean wages, she means tied up in stock. Nothing along there to look at. She's enjoying it, really. Aren't you? We're now going to follow through the process very quickly of how graduated straight edges are made. These straight edges have come through absolutely true from the machine shop, haven't they, Arthur? Always true. And you can see Arthur here applying the resist by hand for subsequent removal of the graduation marks and figuring by mechanical means. They then return here for removal of the resist later. All very carefully done. These are very expensive products. And this is what we call the pantograph room, where multiples are what? Have you got 14 on there, Reg?
Yeah.
14 rules at once are being scribed, if you like, by this pantograph machine from a master. I don't mean the bloke operating the machine, I mean, he's a master as well, he's a craftsman, yeah. Keep it going then, Reg. And you can see he's following the master down there. The movement as which is being reproduced by these diamond points. Well, you can't see the mark they're making, it's far too fine for this. And these pantograph machines were mainly made by the company. Beautiful instruments. Some of them dated from late last century. The newest one of them about 1953 or 4, I believe. Only one operator now trained to do this work. And it finishes when Bow Works closes. To go to photographic means only. Alright, we're now in what is called the screw room. No nasty connotations about that. And these machines, Society Genevoise as we call them, are extremely accurate, even more accurate than a pantograph for marking work. How accurate are they, Arthur?
2 and 3/10 of a thou.
How much?
Over a metre.
How much?
3/10 of a thou.
3/10 of a thou, over in 1 metre. And I don't think you can buy these machines anymore, can you? Probably cost you £200,000 each nowadays. Do they ever go wrong, Arthur? How long have you worked in here, Arthur?
37 years.
How long?
37 years.
So you know a bit about these then?
Oh, I think so.
Now this department is what is known as the divider's dipping shop. You It's the area where all the long work comes in for etching in these very slowly oscillating tanks. I think it's oscillating, yes it is. It drops about a centre point like a seesaw. Very, very slowly. They're removed from the acid and then washed, in this case, in these old wooden troughs. The very old practices that still produce a superb article. Tell me what you're doing then, Arthur.
Wiping varnish off, acid resist off in paraffin.
Right, these are the straight edges after they've been dipped in the... Right. And you do it with straight paraffin.
That's right.
And then what do you do with that? Put it somewhere to drain off.
Well, then we clean it off.
And here's a finished roll coming out and being wiped off. And we'll try and show the graduations on it. Just hold it up with it, Arthur. Let's just see if we can get something on it. We're expecting too much really. Without using the macro. Yeah, I can't do it without the macro. We've now come into the auto shop, which is a variety of turn parts for both Bow Works and Summerhill Works in Birmingham. We've seen you in the steel stores already, yeah. Tell me what you're doing. Come on, don't go camera con. We've now come into the land change shop, probably the oldest department in the works. Land change, of course, being, oh, I don't know, 400 or 500 years old in concept, long before steel tapes were used for measuring. Presumably after rope was used for measuring. We now make about 20 a month under finishing. This is the finished product with modern plastic tallies on rather than the brass that used to be. You can see it's a folded up chain, and this is having the brass handles fitted to it. This shop is now scheduled for the Kellerminer Museum in its entirety, and Horace, who is retiring this year, will hopefully be invited back in the next few years to get the thing up and running for a museum piece, a working museum. You could enjoy that, couldn't you, Horace?
Oh yes, yes. It'll be something to do.
This machine we're now looking at is one of our favourites. It's an 1853 original machine designed by the original James Chesterman. He's done sterling service in the last 100 and, what's that, 37 years, I think. A lot of people around the world would like to get hold of this, being possibly the oldest metalworking machine in Sheffield. That's the wire straightening process. And then it goes into this device that cuts it to length and puts the curls off. repeat that exercise because of the noise of the machinery.
Yeah.
Horace will tell us what it does.
This is the carousel that holds the wire. It comes around this disc here.
I think you'll have to stop the machine running entirely. Just keep it absolutely quiet. It used to be driven by a steam engine. That's better. Right. In your own words, Horace.
This is the large linking machine for the land change department. This is the carousel. The wire is loaded onto there. It comes around this disc and feeds through this way. And this is an oiler. It's 2 pieces of cloth. The wire runs through those 2 pieces of cloth, and there's a weight on top, and that saves a lot of oil. It comes through here, and this is the wire straightener. There are 3 rows in the wire straightener. It is pulled through by this unit here. There's 2 grooves, one for 10 gauge and one for 8 gauge wire. This is the 8 gauge galvanized wire. It is pulled through. It comes through along this tube and through here into the cutting implement just there. It is pushed along from here to this stop at this side, and then the cutters come down. There are 2 cams here that press it downward, 2 cams here that push inward, and 2 cams here that push up. And the wire is wrapped around 2 pins, there and there. The pins retract and are pushed out again, pushing the made link down into the bin.
That's fine, which we saw earlier. And all that for 1853. We're now going to describe how we make the rings, you call them, do you, Horace?
Yes, these are the rings.
Hang on a minute, hang on, you've gone too fast. Let's have a look at it. You've pre-wound that wire onto the mandrel.
Yes.
Okay, now you're going to put this into this milling machine. When do these date from, do you know?
Oh, I couldn't say it.
Nearly as old as the other machine.
Yes, must be.
Okay. And you're now going to see how these links, stroke rings, are made by simply milling a slot. You can possibly see there how the links will be made. Going out of focus, the camera, for me. And you're milling a slot down the middle of the helix, thereby making separate links. We have 4 rumbling machines which polish parts. We're now going to load some parts into the M1. Okay. And then the lid goes on. Very old method. And these things, they just rub against themselves when it goes round, don't they?
Yes, that's right.
But you can polish things as well with bits of leather and sawdust.
And leather
Yeah.
to polish.
Right, we'll now see it going round.
Through the safety gates.
I don't think that's a Victorian safety gate, but... Sounds a bit like a peal of church bells. There's a shovel full of links ready for joining up. Link stroke rings. Where's he gone? And here's the long links themselves. Purely manual job of joining these things, rings to links, and to the next link, and to the next link, to make up a continuous chain. and so on and so forth. The finished chain is then taken to this cast iron, I think, standard, dragged down it. I think this standard's well over 100 years old, judging by the grooves in it. It's going to be checked for length, and they are deliberately made short so that when they hammer the links they can make it that bit longer to make sure it's on the dead length. Clamping the brass handles to the marks. Keep going, that's it, go on. Just getting them to lie wrong, properly on the bench. Out come the special tools now. Your personal possession, these, are they, Horace? These are your personal tools.
Oh yes, I keep them all wrapped up.
Right. These are the tools where he's going to lengthen the chain so it is exactly to the right length. Can I have a close-up of that? Can you come up here and do them?
The other way now.
Yeah. Shortening them. Presumably not having it made too long to start with.
Let it back slow a bit so that the weight doesn't strain the chain.
Right.
As it goes back.
Horace?
Since 1970.
Oh, so you're still an apprentice, really, in land chain terms. You just about know all there is to know about it then now, do you?
Oh yeah, I worked in about 30 years. I worked on the firm 36 years.
And looking forward to helping them set this up at Kelham, are you?
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Having just seen land chain, this is another very old product going back to the 1890s at least, and that is iron level manufacture. Very precise cast iron levels. Quite a range of them, and here's a very small one being done at the moment. Very rugged, very reliable. Can't be broken, can they, Marie?
No.
She says that with such assurance. And here's one being checked on a very accurate ground level. I don't know if that's going to come out very well, but you can see the bubble in it. And to finish up with something ultra modern, so less people think we've only got old-fashioned equipment in the factory, this is our CNC machine, which does all the machining on the carpenter squares body. Just being programmed to run now by the operator on his console. At a time. Now being unloaded. Completely machine castings are then. I can't see a thing. Completely machine castings are then just slightly fettled. And then he's quickly going to put a tube in for me. On one of them. That's it, Peter. You saw this process, I don't know, half an hour ago on this film, I suppose, in the old shop, with a lot of old machinery and finishing operations, all being replaced now by this CNC machine and this one operator who does all the assembly as well. Just squeezing his tube in. One final finishing operation. And now he's going to assemble it. Don't move too fast, keeping the camera shot. Putting all the little fixings on.
I've got no springs.
Can't you tell it's not rehearsed? He hasn't got any springs. Never mind.